the Cobra Clubs from Hephaestus Athletica. Guys, I am so happy to introduce to you the newest clubs from Hephaestus Athletica. They're calling these the Cobra Clubs. And when I say they've completely changed the game when it comes to your fixed weight options on steel club training, they have completely changed it. So on my past videos, you talked about how they changed the game with steel clubs. They improve a lot with steel clubs as far as like branding themselves with a rubber coated option, a rubber coated pommel, rubber coated barrel. And now they made a completely rubber club. So this entire club is coated in rubber. So not only does it have all the benefits like we spoke about the past when it comes to having rubber clubs where you can just drop it and it doesn't do anything. And I know I had a mat there, but if I did it on the concrete or if I did it on a tile, it doesn't do anything. We all know about those benefits. We talked about those in the past. But with these clubs, they completely changed the handle design. So anyone that swings steel clubs knows that knurling is, if you can get it 80% right and you can make 80% of the people happy, then you did a good job. We all complain about knurling. It's too aggressive. It's not aggressive enough. We don't need knurling. It needs to start at the pommel. It should start 1 inch off the pommel. There needs to be rings instead of the whole thing being knurled. Knurling is probably the biggest nightmare that fitness companies have when it comes to steel clubs, and probably with barbells as well. I don't know, because none of the companies I work with really deal with the barbell market, but with steel clubs, the knurling on clubs is something that everybody argues about all the time. What Hephaestus Athletica did is they completely took away the knurling and they made everything rubber. And then they also did these spiral rings, the spiral ring design to the handle. And just like everything else that they come out with, I questioned it. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. It just seems like it would slip out of your hands. I live in Florida. The humidity out here right now is absolutely insane. And I've had these now for going on 2 months. And I've put these things through the test. And I can tell you right now that this new rubber design that they've introduced, and if you look, these rings, it's a spiral ring is what it is. So instead of these rings, going, I guess you could say perpendicular to the long axis of the handle, they go into like a 45-degree angle and they go all the way down from the barrel to the pommel. That's something else I want to talk about, the pommel design. Now, with some of their past clubs, for example, their steel clubs, they came out with this teardrop design or this martini glass design when it comes to the pommel design, which a lot of people like. A lot of people we've been getting a lot of good feedback on that. What they did is they've even made this more of a teardrop, and the comfort that this pommel has is so nice, and it's also textured as well. So you do get good grip confirmation on it. The entire barrel is rubber, and then it's got this cap on it. So it's just more protection is all it is for when these things fall over. That's all that is. I had these things in my car. I've drugged these things around. I tried my best to beat the heck out of these things, and nothing has really even damaged these things at all. I mean, I have them in my car. They're rolling around in the trunk of the Jeep. It's, I don't know. They're kind of indestructible. So these are in partnership with Mark Wildman. So this is a Mark Wildman edition Cobra Club is what this is. They start at 4 kilos and it goes all the way up to 20 kilos. Just like the steel clubs that they have, the handle diameter increases as the weight increases. My favorite is this 14 kilo club. This to me is my home run club. This is the club that I do tons of my work with. Just like in kettlebell, where a 20 kilo bell is like where I do all of my work. I could say 80% of my workouts are done with double 20 kilo kettlebells. I could say with the Cobra Club, this 14 kg, 30 pound-ish club is something that I use a lot for my two-handed club movements. And it's just a weight that just feels good. It's comfortable. The handle diameter is nice. The weight distribution feels really good. And just to give you guys an example of like the variety of handle diameter size when it comes to these, let's take a look. So the lightest one that they have is 4 kilos, so roughly 10 pounds, right? This one is going to come in at about 31 millimeters for their smallest at 4 kilo. And then their biggest at 20 kilo. So we got 31 millimeters versus 38 millimeters, right? So 31 to 38 millimeters. So 7 millimeters or so is going to be the difference between the smallest club that they have and the biggest club that they have when it comes to handle diameter. Guys, I can tell you, I think Hephaestus hit it out the park with these. I'm guessing just like the rubber clubs where they have a black, a green, and a red. Is there going to be other colors with these? I don't know. I don't know. I asked Fahad from Hephaestus about it, and he said, we'll see. But anyway, I do love this blue, and I think it just looks, man, it looks sexy. It's just a really, really sexy club. I'll go ahead and I'll get some reps in here with this 14 kilo. It just, I gotta say, man, this 14 kilogram, it just feels good. I love the handle diameter. Oh. I mean, I'll sit here sometimes and swing it for 10 minutes at a time or 15 minutes at a time. And then obviously if you want to go heavier, you have the heavier options as well. But these will be available in October at HephaestusAthletica.com. I'm going to put the link in the description to their website so that way you guys can find it. These are in partnership with Mark Wildman, so pretty sure he's going to be doing videos on this stuff too. But these clubs, guys, I can tell you, if you get your hands on one of these, you will not be disappointed. These things are really, really nice. Any questions, guys, leave them in the comments. I'll be there. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you.